Hi Sagittarius, this is your forecast for the month of July 2016. This is a general reading for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, or Sagittarius Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited the site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. Okay, Sagittarius, you have quite a few court cards, and this seems to be a theme for a lot of the signs this month. So other people have a bearing on matters this month for you. And it looks as if there's some kind of either a dilemma or something that needs to be solved, or perhaps there's an opportunity that's presenting and you are considering whether indeed you want to move forward on this opportunity. So for the first week you have the Three of Pentacles. So there's a focus on teamwork or working together with others, getting assistance. For some of you, maybe you are focused on learning something, learning some skill, or moving towards certification of some sort, or maybe you're focused on taking an exam or a test for something where you need to get good grades. But there's a focus on improving yourself in some way, possibly with regard to trying to earn more money, or improving your talents or your skills, doing a good job. And so for some of you, maybe you're enrolling in something, or for some of you, maybe you're just going on a job interview. Maybe you're having some meetings or conferences, or some kind of group dynamic that connects to completing something, improving something, or gaining something. This could be in relation to craftsmanship in some way. Maybe some of you are focused on home and property improvements, increasing the value of your home in some way. Maybe you're even thinking of changing your residence. So this week, you're doing this review and you're getting clear on things, and, deciding what works, what doesn't work. And this is a good week if you're starting a new project, if you're doing something, especially if you've given it a lot of thought and done your prior research. So this would be a good week if you're involved in something to take that to the next level, whether that's a job, a situation, or a relationship. This could be a week where you wrap some things up. Maybe you conclude something, some project. Maybe you're finishing up your studies. So you're putting forth the effort to make sure things turn out to the best. And there's also a focus on saving your money, being conscious of getting the most out of a situation. So if you've been at all involved in anything where you feel like your progress has been something has been holding your progress back, or you can't get your hands on what you want, or you're not getting what you deserve, this week could be a problem for you if you've got a lot of people in it that are making too many demands. If they're needy, overbearing, insecure, this week that will become a distraction, in which case you won't be able to focus clearly the way you need to. So this wouldn't be a good time for you, and only you can judge that. You know what's going on in your life and how many people are in it and what they need from you. So if that's the case, this wouldn't be a good time for you to start something new. Because if you did, you'd be too distracted and you're not going to get out of it what you expect to. For some of you, there could be some accusations either on your part or the part of another that that the picture is not what it appears to be, whether that's materially or emotionally. And for some of you, if you need to travel, and this would be everyday travel, like maybe going back and forth to work, maybe this is a week where traffic is especially heavy, or traffic is having to be rerouted, or the issues, car issues, transportation issues. Something about everyday travel is going to be more complicated, costly, or frustrating for you, more so than usual. Now, the second week you have the Five of Wands. So you're in a struggle. Maybe you're struggling with other people, or you're struggling with yourself in some way. But there's a feeling of unease or unrest. Maybe you're involved in a disagreement, or maybe if you're having some home improvements done to your property, maybe there's some disruption going on. Maybe you're having meetings with people and you're being challenged in some way, or you're having to defend yourself. But there's a power struggle, ego struggles that could be taking place. Or maybe you're just in competition. Maybe you're seeking out a job, and maybe you're in competition with other people. Or there's competition with regard, maybe you're getting several offers and you're having to decide which one you want. This could be a card of ambition, so that could very well fall in line with trying to improve your situation with regard to skills, materially, financially, emotionally. For some of you, this is going to be about trying to just solve a problem. You're working on something, and maybe you're coming together with other people. Maybe you're seeking assistance or working as a team to solve a problem. So this is a week where some unexpected events, whether those are at work or those are in your private life, because you're having this internal dialogue and struggle and go over things, you're going to be questioning the direction of where you're headed, whether that's with your work, whether that's something that you're trying to achieve, or whether it's, the people around you. But fortunately, this is a week where you can rise above and do the honorable thing. Maybe you do more than you had planned to do, or you give more of yourself, your time, your energy, your money to a situation than you had planned to do. And even if you're upset about something, or you don't like the way something is going, you're very conscious about not overstepping any boundaries, not pushing too hard. Now, it's very likely that this is a week where either you or other people are actually participating in matters in such a way that you're making it more difficult than it has to be. In which case, if one of you is dissatisfied about one particular thing, that becomes the catalyst or the trigger, to go on a tirade about some other things. So because you're having this struggle, and again, there's some kind of a dilemma or opportunity, a chance, an opening presented for you that you're considering, you may be going back and forth, and it may be very difficult this week for you to make up your mind about something. And so this struggle that you're having with yourself obviously eventually spills out into your interaction with other people, making it more difficult for you to get along. So this could be a week where as soon as you wrap up one thing and you've got this problem straightened out, here comes another one. So if you just decide to keep pushing and pushing, to make things turn out the way you want them to, even though it's clear that it's not going to, you're going to end up burning yourself out this week. So be careful of that. The third week, you have the Page of Cups. And so something new is going on with your emotions. This could be a new relationship, somebody new entering your life, possibly a water sign, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or perhaps the situation or the way you're behaving or another person is behaving is embodying the traits of a water sign. So, you know, maybe you're dealing with someone younger. Maybe this is something creative that you're involved in. It could be connected to teaching or educating, learning something, training for something, and possibly in connection to emotional issues. But whatever the case, this is a week where something has been traveling along a particular path for a good bit of time, a good period of time, and this, you've decided that this, you know, you want to change course for whatever reason, good or bad, but this is a pivotal turning point. So you are re-evaluating a situation. You're looking at something and you're looking at it honestly to see how you really feel about it. You're getting in touch with your inner self with regard to a situation or person. And so that process could lead you to change the way you feel about someone or a situation. And perhaps in reconsidering or evaluating where you are, you decide that whatever this is, it has the possibility of developing into something more. So, you know, there could be some kind of offer or proposal on the table for consideration, either on your part or coming to you. So if you've been involved with someone or a situation and you maybe weren't sure where you stood, this could be a week where after looking over things, you decide, you know what, I really like where I am, and I wasn't looking before, and now I really do see the positive traits of this situation or this person. This could very well be a week also where you decide you want to get out there and socialize. You want new relationships, new emotional connections, and you want to be more social. So that could be a positive development for you. For others of you, after considering everything, you may decide that you don't want to go any further, that this is the end of the road for you, and that moving further would be a mistake in some way. Now, the last week you have the Knight of Swords, so perhaps an air sign is important. This could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, male or female. And so if it's not a person, maybe the situation is calling for something, or this is a card about, you know, movement. And so you could be involved in something again that has to do with intellectual situations or communication or travel. Maybe you need to be persuasive in some way. Maybe you're facing some kind of mental challenge or looking for a resolution to something. But this card suggests that something is going to happen quickly, that there's some kind of swift or impulsive action taking place. Now, maybe these are new ideas. Could be a very busy week with a lot of movement, coming and going, unexpected situations. It could be that you're charging in to protect something, an idea, a cause, a situation. But also, maybe you're traveling. This card can indicate that you have a connection in some way to doing some research or dealing with law enforcement or some kind of a planning agency in some way. Now, if this is a relationship that you're involved in, you could be acting very impulsively. You could decide all of a sudden to, you know, sign on the dotted line, sign the contract, move in, couple up. So this could be a card where some exciting developments take place. For others of you, it has been a struggle, and you've come to the realization that you don't want to go any further. But even so, it's going to be very difficult for whatever reason for you to either break this connection, or, if you're trying to start something, it can be difficult for you to start it. You could be angry about something, and there could be some very intense communication going on where, you're disagreeing about something or arguing, or you're really trying to push and drive a point home. Now, the underlying energy is probably you. This is the King of Wands. So you could be the driving force behind matters. Otherwise, you're dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this month, it could be that you are taking on a leadership role or dealing with someone like that. Maybe enterprise, self-promotion, and marketing is very important. Maybe you're involved with somebody, or you're somebody who can offer help financially. It could be that you're trying to take charge of some kind of situation. And so for some of you, if there have been some struggles and some tense communication, it may be difficult for you to control a situation or even to control your temper. And you may find that the way you're interacting with authority figures is turning out to be counterproductive for you. But this could very well be a month where you develop an attraction, or you decide to partner with somebody that either you've just met or somebody that you've known for a while, and you may go out of your way to get their attention. So you could be struggling for cooperation and having difficulty with communicating your feelings. Or maybe you are traveling for an interview, and you're making an offer, or an offer is being made to you. Or perhaps you're putting some property on the market and you're trying to improve it in order to make an offer, or you're trying to buy something. So things could go one of two ways. Perhaps if you are getting involved in an attraction or some partnership or relationship, it's possible that due to some negative energy, that eventually this situation just burns itself out. But I feel like you hold a lot of power this month if you're using your skills of leadership, trailblazing forward, taking charge, showing the initiative. So this could be a month where, again, opportunity presents. And as long as you're not doubting yourself, any kind of doubt or hesitation on your part is going to leave you vulnerable. So this would be a month to act in your own personal power to move forward on something that means a lot to you. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would greatly appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and kind comments. For those of you who have already shown your support, know that I'm especially grateful to you. Have a fantastic July, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.